And it's going to come up, he's going to read just a bit of fiction for us, right?
Yep.
Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Giovinazzo. Awesome stuff.
All right, this is called John Gardner story. It's an allusion to a book called The Art of Fiction by John Gardner. Lowell, a trust funder through and through, periodically unearned enough income to cover most day-to-day 27-year-old things. Rent, food, G2 pilot pens, Harvard legacy, dad since dead. They survived Cambridge rigor by eating meals at Widener and with the help of one somewhat generous literature adjunct who later put in a good word at Boston famous writers' school. Lowell, not ironically, a reclusive wannabe novelist living in a storied Mass Ave apartment, had since penned a more frenetic than literary 553-page novel, and obsessively, without diligently tallying or even tracking on Duotrope, spent a solid portion of each new day querying literary agents. Bluntly, though, Ruth Remedy, literary agent, with all due respect, my drive contains a 150,000-word novel. I exist in heaven to send it your way, floating on air, at run away Lowell and or at old Lowell was a friend of mine. Above the gable of Lowell's apartment sat a gray old house sparrow who, over the past few months, subsisted on remains of Lowell's days, breadcrumbs, small walnut chunks, beer flies, and whatnot. A few moody August Cambridge afternoons later, a devastatingly common hailstorm coalesced. Golf ball-sized stones seized the senescent sparrow hooked on the gable, meditating on Lowell's life trails. One piece of solid precipitation shattered the bird's left wing. Lowell found the half-dead sparrow in a ball, breathing barely in the gutter. Lowell's eyes at first glance approximately skipped past the bird's pale, glimmery shadow, and near completely writing off as such a wild thing, the mind raced. Death for these kinds of creatures happens fast, often, a natural thing. Then it occurred to Lowell every half hour or so when they moved to the window, they'd have to watch the old bird die over and over, again and again. And so Lowell nursed the old bird back to life, mostly with the guidance of YouTube, a flutter of DIY vet insight on anonymous message boards consisting of common sense steps like gently cleaning the bird, providing bread, spirit, and probably the only procedure guidance for which YouTube was actually necessary, setting the sparrow's left wing. Seemingly, after a remarkably short time, the bird recovered like a conscious plant, and within a few weeks it fluttered around the old apartment. Soon Lowell became healthier too. These small freedoms privilege brings. And when it came time for the bird to go, for an empty moment, the old sparrow looked at Lowell. The bird's eyes, stamped in Lowell's mind, seemed life-changing. Loneliness overcame. That same moment, Lowell's cell rang, a notable occurrence. Hello? Congratulations, per your application, you showed interest in the NYCU's top writer competition. I've been waiting for your call. This call is strictly to confirm your availability. If you're available to attend the competition, press 1. If you're unable to attend, kindly press 2, so we're able to give the spot to the next person in line. Thank you. 1. Thank you for confirming and congratulations again. Please report to 185 Morrison Boulevard on August 28th at 7 a.m. sharp. Thank you and goodbye. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Top Writer Competition. The game where we recruit writers by dangling overhead prospects of best-selling book deals. We have an extremely exciting match featuring an incredibly talented group of aspiring novelists with less than 500 published copies in circulation on board. Today, Lowell, all the way from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and from Las Vegas, Nevada, Josephina Johnson, and finally from Burlington, Vermont, Fiona Fee Forrester. Here we go, contestants, the rules of the game. We arm these lucky writers with the chance to become pseudo-famoso by providing them with some space of their own, the finest literary ingredients such as 2 opposing philosophical values, 3 intentionally specific lit tricks, And so, with all lit elements on the table, a singular poem of any length is all they have to evoke the most righteous truth and beauty as voted by you, the people, to win the airtime. 30 seconds, which can be used literally any way they see fit, within reason, of course. And Johnny boy, spin the wheel. Give us some ingredients and let's get started. And here they are, folks. For values, we have material versus natural, and for the three lit tricks, we have illusion, allegory, and anti-metaboly. You have 22 minutes, go. Held in minutes, hand, mind, cut, torn, dry, cracked, scratchy, it appeased tactile senses. That thing you can't have, but when you see it, it sees you. See it, it sees you only when you want it, no matter what it is. Building something, building nothing, all seems so wrong when all seems wrong. Fragments, sounds, sensing something. Dusty jams, scratched plastic, that new fragment. A corporate city, a lost town. Mine, hand, no hand of mine. Held in their hand, mine, cut, cracked, torn, dry, and touched, smooth mine, appeased our tactile sense, our cheery, sweet, inner, potential little selves. We made ideas of silent sounds. Things you can't have, things you can't have, that thing you can't have, everything you can't have, you can't have everything. Gravestone rock, building something, building nothing, all seems so wrong when all seems wrong. Fragments, sounds, sensing something, dusty jams, scratched plastic, that new fragrance. A corporate city, a lost town, building nothing. We are all word monsters, some worse than others, slicker than cities, some just as sick with contempt for us too. Here, there's no glory found in plastic. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, writers. Writers, step right up here in front of the panel. After careful review, we selected Fiona Fee Forster's poem, Mine Hand, No Hand as the winner, hands down. Coincidentally, or astrologically, as some may have it, that evening Lowell's jaunt home, a heavy thunderstorm ensued. Nonetheless, Lowell thought not much of it, as he had an umbrella. The wind wasn't detrimental to his well-being, but in fact, when Lowell arrived at home and set the umbrella and coat and things down, they found, unfortunately, the old sparrow gone and washed up. So Lowell straightaway picked up a pen and moved to the window and wrote in parachutes and depths of human maths of emotion that only nature could equate. That's it. Thanks.